Did you cut that, Marco, the warehouse purifiers? Yeah, somebody cut A13 and it wasn't me. All right, they're in there. Cool, thank you. And then I will.
Now at 4, that breaking news of brush fire burning in Hacienda Heights.
Sky Cal is overhead, and assignment editor Mike Rogers has more from the desk force. Mike.
Yeah, you know, Amy and Juan, thankfully here, this looks to be a pretty small brush fire. And thanks, no doubt, to these large-scale air operations that have been going on. This is the Coulson Aviation, that very large aircraft, fixed-wing aircraft, dumping, look at that, a ton of retardant there that is really going to do some really intense work here, which is great news. As we know, we are going to enter a week where we're going to have some higher fire danger due to higher temps. Lots of dry brush that you can see down there from SkyCal that's kind of pushing through that. Now, it looks, and John, if you can pan to the right a little bit around the road, it looks like it may have started kind of there along the roadside. Now, whether or not it was a cigarette or a backfiring car or what have you that may have started it, but that looks like potentially the ignition point that then shot up. Now, what you're looking at here is Colima Road, where it's closed right there, and that will be for an extended period of time. It's right there, Colima Road and South Viewfield. That's going to be shut down while they kind of do this operation here. Now, thankfully, again, it looks like it's fairly small, and thanks to a very aggressive airdropping operation, I see, you know, at least two helicopters from LA County Fire and a couple of fixed wings that are in there as well, plus the Chinook. Actually, the Chinook's back over at the Boyle Heights Fire. So hopefully this won't take too long, but again, in that area, especially Colima Road, is a fairly popular area that's going to be closed for some time, guys.
And firefighters already spread thin.
Right.
Mike, thank you very much. And with that said, the massive warehouse fire in Boyle Heights has been burning now into its 6th day, putting residents in the area on high alert as they wonder if it's safe to breathe in the air.
LA Mayor Karen Bass giving an update in the last half hour as people line up to get air purifiers. And CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers, we want to check back in with you about this story since you've been covering it since it started, and you've got the latest for us.
Yeah, you know, Amy, and one kind of hard to believe that we are still here, day 6 of this firefight at the Lineage warehouse in Boyle Heights. Some important clarifications we want to make. We've gotten a lot of information about the operations of that warehouse and that solar panel that was on the roof that started all of this. We'll talk about that while we show you some of the video here from SkyCal as the firefight has continued. Now, the warehouse, Lineage, which is the food company that is inside of the warehouse, they lease that building. They are not the owners of the warehouse itself. The warehouse is owned by a different company, which is a Chill Build Los Angeles is the name of that company. That company leased out the roof to yet another company to install and operate those solar panels. That company is a subsidiary of Altus Power. Altus Power hired a company called CBRE to come in and do the work on those solar arrays. And according to Lineage, that is when the fire started. When that contractor, CBRE, was doing work for Altus Power on those solar arrays last week, that is what sparked the fire. We just learned that information. We do have emails out to both of those companies to get their thoughts, their statements on this now very massive warehouse that has continued to burn. We know from the press conference today that there is significant challenges with fighting a fire like this, including the fact that the walls are made up of foam, and trying to puncture the foam to get in there and get water directly on the seat of the fire has proved challenging. That's why we've been using these very large-scale water-dropping helicopters. Meanwhile, the impact to the community still significant this afternoon. I want to show you some video of some lines we got. This is at a church nearby in Boyle Heights. That line of people is there to get air purifiers. I can tell you, I was actually in the East LA area on Saturday night. The smoke is intense. The smell is intense out there. And air quality experts have been urging people to stay inside if you smell it, monitor the air quality index, and keep air purifiers if you've got them. This church handing them out. Now, today at the press conference, they said things are starting to look better. They're getting a bit more of a hand on the fire. The fire activity is decreasing now that they're using some of these specialized operations, including those very large Chinook helicopters that we usually see out on wildfires. They have infused the water with a gel-like substance that the fire chief says is designed to puncture the roof of the building to allow fire crews to get ladder pipes up there and shoot directly into the seat of the fire. So it appears some of those operations have still been working. Meanwhile, people in the Boyle Heights and surrounding communities are dealing with this really tough air quality issue, and that was a topic of the conversation today at that press conference.
If you go out and it bothers you, go back inside. If you have to be out, put on a mask in order to reduce your risk of exposure to whatever's in the air in terms of these particles. Now, people should continue continue to follow air quality management district advisories. As we've seen over the course of this time, they've changed. And right now, in some areas that were unhealthy yesterday, they're good or they're moderate. And in other areas, they're still very unhealthy. So you really have to pay attention to where you are.
This has had such an impact on so many people's lives and their daily operations, including schools and communities. Lots of resource operations have been stood up to try to offer some support to those people dealing with this. And CBS LA's Joy Benedict has been in the neighborhoods talking to those people throughout the day. Of course she's not ready. Yeah.
Good job, Mike.
Okay.
My wife's been having headaches for the last couple of days, and just horrible.
Meanwhile, firefighters are working around the clock. 150 firefighters on shift trying to stop the burning.
This fire was on the roof on the solar panel, is what was done. So, like I mentioned, it's not a typical fire that we go to. This is something that we have to be creative.
The company that operates the warehouse said solar panels on top of the 500 square foot building started burning Wednesday, destroying the structural integrity and preventing an interior attack.
We've got piles in stacks of racks that have food and pallets that go from the ground all the way up 50 to 60 feet up in the air. There's 85 million pounds of food in that building.
Monday, they knocked down part of the wall and have been using the firefighting robot to go inside.
We removed portions of the exterior alongside the perimeter of that building to be able to lob thousands of gallons of water into that fire to be able to extinguish it.
But for those nearby, the air quality is dangerous. LAUSD moved summer programs from 4 schools to other areas, and 11 more schools are on indoor activities only. And hundreds of people showed up at a resource fair held by the county less than a mile from the fire.
We want residents in this community to receive help where they live, where they need it the most, right in their
And then I go to
neighborhoods.
ARB.
They collected food, masks, and purifiers, but emergency services only had a few hundred. Not nearly enough for the hundreds of families living under a cloud of smoke.
It's quite not too long already. They should have did this a long time ago.
Now we are live right now in front of this warehouse. You can see just how large it is, and that's hard to see in some of that video, but we're talking about a warehouse that is 7, 8 stories high. You can see they are trying really hard to get some of that water on the side of the building. Out here in this community,
Wow, they ripped the entire side of the building.
Yeah.
so we're right where Boyle Heights, East LA,
It's interesting. The foam that makes up the walls and the roof is like 6 feet thick. Yeah. Feet. Because it's supposed to be a giant refrigerator.
communities that are smelling the smoke are actually in unincorporated parts of Los Angeles County. That's why you have the supervisor's office involved. And of course, a lot of people just really concerned about so many residents that live in this 2-mile radius. I'll say back to you guys.
All right, Joy, thanks so much. And we also want to mention that 2 Red Cross smoke relief centers are still open, one in Boyle Heights at the Pecan Recreation Center and the other at City Terrace Park. And if you have driven anywhere near Boyle Heights, then you can certainly see the smoke in the air.
Near or far, that's for sure. Next weather meteorologist Alex Biston tracking the air quality for us right now. Alex.
Sure. B block or in this block? In the B block. Yeah.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. We are following some developing news. LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Cavallo announcing his resignation. As CBS LA's Jeff Nguyen reports, it comes months after he became the focus of an FBI investigation.
No answer at the door of Alberto Carvalho's home in San Pedro. One day after the former superintendent of LA schools sent a resignation letter to the school board saying in part, I believe our schools must remain focused on students and learning without distraction. I am resigning as superintendent of LAUSD effective today, June 21st, 2026. In February, the FBI raided his home, district office, and a property in Florida after a months-long investigation. Investigators have not revealed the focus of the case while Carvalho's attorneys deny he's done anything wrong. On Monday, reporters asked the acting superintendent whether he knew why Carvalho stepped down.
I know what was reported yesterday afternoon in the LA Times and in the subsequent report.
In a statement, the school board says it remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring stability, continuity, and continued progress through strong leadership.
In this block?
Carvalho was a prominent voice in criticizing the Trump administration.
Okay, so, sorry, I just want to be clear. T's the fire here in the A block, fire hit in the B block, T's SoFi in the B block, SoFi at 30.
Last September, he got a second
C block, okay.
contract for a second term.
Employment contracts in the public sector are different in the private sector.
Nima Rahmani is a former federal prosecutor whose private practice also handles employment law. He says California code only allows the superintendent of public schools to get a maximum of 12 months severance if he's fired without cause.
The spirit of the law is that government employees should not be paid excess compensation.
Rahmani was able to read a copy of Carvalho's contract, which is public record. He says a majority of the school board can also terminate a superintendent for any reason.
Wait, under the terms of his agreement, you're not entitled to anything because that's a voluntary resignation, not an involuntary termination.
We have put in a records request to get details on Carvalho's exit plan and whether he's getting severance. The district has 10 days to respond. In downtown Los Angeles, Jeff Nguyen, CBS LA. Up next here at 4, boosting self-esteem one strand of hair at a time.
It was so helpful and it just boosted my self-esteem. I feel so good when I have it on because it makes me feel like my old self.
A simple gift helped a local mom through the toughest fight of her life. Now her son is helping her pay it forward in a full circle moment.
And I'm Simon Editor Mike Rogers at the desk tracking breaking news. A brush fire burning in Hacienda Heights. Crews hitting it from the air and the ground. An update next.
All right, because you don't need to see my face.
Juan, get out.
No. Well, look, we made it to 12. Good job, Marco.
Were you watching the clock? Oh, I forgot about YouTube, Amy.
You did?
Yes, per usual. Sorry, YouTube. I actually didn't get a message about it today. Are we on? Yeah. Maybe I did and I just ignored it. No. Hey, YouTube. How are you? Gary, Lady, Harry, Chin. How is everybody? Go Kings, go. Fire in the City of Industry. Yeah, that's what we're over right now. Okay. Yeah, you know, Amy, the good news here is they are slowly starting to release some of the air resources that were involved in this. We heard them say they can release one tanker altogether. They've asked the second tanker to load up but hold and be ready in case they need to come in. So things are starting to look a little bit better. You see they are able to stop the forward progress. Not stop forward progress, but slow it down significantly here. This is right off Kalima Road where you see all those fire apparatus down there. So the good news is here is they hit this very quickly and very hard from the air, which has certainly lent them the upper hand to try to get this under control. Hand crews on the ground as well. Expect Kalima Road to be closed for a significant amount of time as they put the rest of the fire out and continue mop-up operations. Oh, I was just joking, Miguel. No pursuit yet, Gary.
Early in his career, Clive Davis vaulted from record company lawyer to one of the most powerful forces in music. Over more than half a century, Davis signed to artists including Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, and Billy Joel.
With no training in music.
In 2022, CBS Morning's co-host Bill Case asked the five-time Grammy winner about his rise to the top.
Did you think you'd be good at this?
I never thought I would have a music career. I never thought I'd have a natural gift. No way.
Davis signed Whitney Houston to his Arista record label when she was just a teenager, helping to propel her to superstardom. Houston had been sentenced.
I wish I would have seen the concert. Whitney Houston.
I know.
I can't hear you. You gotta talk louder. What?
I never saw her.
Oh, yeah, of course. And then I have a tease in this block, right? Yeah. Sorry, one more time. Okay.
Already legends when they joined forces with Davis, including Frank. Despite having no musical training, Davis earned the nickname the man with the golden ears.
It's a gift that I found I had that I never knew I had, whether it's an artist or a song.
Do you recall the times Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel played Bridge Over Troubled Water for it? Davis said he told the duo it would be the album's first single, and it remained his favorite song. Jalen Hill, CBS News, New York.
And celebrities are flooding social media with tributes to the music mogul. Carlos Santana posting, Clive Davis was a visionary. He could hear the intangible before anyone else could see it. He believed in Santana from the beginning, and years later, he believed in us again. That kind of faith is a beautiful blessing, and I will always be grateful.
And singer Barry Manilow posted, for 50 years we worked together, created together, argued together, and celebrated together. Yes, some would say it was business, but to Clive, it never was. It was family, and I was honored to be a part of this.
Well, temperatures are
Oh, it'll
beginning to
definitely be out
climb
before Christmas.
as air quality
Jules, I got a couple
continues to
vacations
be
here and there.
sticking point this week.
Meteorologist Alex Biston tracking what's next in Next Weather. Alex?
Mencia.
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 Mencia?
Mencia.
Oh, it was Mencia.
Mencia.
Like Maria? Mencia? Well. Chopper's heading back to base, Mike?
No, he's sounds like we're getting some B-roll for something. Oh, like of a crash.
Are we on YouTube, Mike?
Yeah, we are.
We are
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Oh, someone was like, they heard me tell you to get out earlier,
Oh,
and they were like,
snarky, Mike.
I know. I think that was before we went on. I think so. I can't remember.
There's growing attention on how workplaces can better support people who have learning and thinking differences.
Yeah, CBS LA's Evan Moon takes us to one office using sound, light, and even texture to help employees who are neurodivergent do their best work.
Nearly half of Gen Z workers and 1 in 3 adults identify as neurodivergent, including people with ADHD, dyslexia, autism, and other cognitive differences. But as millions of employees return to the office post-pandemic, these environments pose challenges. Andy DeLeon was diagnosed with ADHD at age 27.
Noise is definitely a struggle for me. There's too many things going on, there's not enough things going on. It's a really delicate balance.
It's an issue nonprofit Understood.org is tackling.
That is the future of work. Gen Z is the future of work. And we don't work to embrace all different types of thinkers. We're making people feel out.
We visited their office in New York City, a model workspace that keeps all minds in mind.
A lot of the offices in Proposition Single Center with all the natural light on the outside.
Where everything from light to sound, spaces, and textures can be adjusted for different employees.
We also have different types of keyboards and accessories. So whether it's a keyboard with high contrast and also having
Copy.
flexibility in different types of work. So you have quiet work, you have areas where people can lounge and be on a more couch and more relaxed environment.
Even proper signage and a little greenery can help create a calmer space. Understood.org's co-president Nathan Friedman says it's time for more employers to make these changes.
Teams that have neurodivergent individuals on them outperform teams that don't.
So I would say there's definitely a long way to go. There are a lot of little things that kind of can make anything at workplace a more accessible place.
Experts say before taking on a major office redesign, simple steps like AI tools and note-taking technology can help support different thinkers. Evan Moon, CBS News.
Well, coming up at 4:30, a disarming drone.
A sneak attack from above helped SWAT officers during a tense standoff. A sophisticated and clever operation that helped save the day. Mike?
Hey, Juan, here at the desk, a man working as security for the World Cup at SoFi Stadium hit and killed by a car. Our Joy Benedict told you about the story last week. Tonight, we've got an update.
Plus, here we share. A boy's first haircut providing hope and healing for others. How he's helping his mom, who's a breast cancer survivor, pay it forward.
Wow. That's your story.
I got one more. Trying to finish it up. Still my son, and she's like, when are you gonna cut his hair? And I was like, please let me know. I'd love to hear that story. And this was like over a year ago, and she finally called me and she was like, hey, we're gonna do the haircut. I'm there.
That's so great. And what a special thing for this little boy
Yes.
to have it documented. You know, it's
Yes.
one thing is some pictures. And that's pretty cool. You know what you've done? I think you're doing clear.
I'll give you something for President's Day.
Okay. Yes, sure. I think so. This is
Not that my dad is a but I can play this song. Mm-hmm.
being told a little differently.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. You
Yeah.
know?
Like it's
Well,
just.
you know, what did they ever say? This is sponsored by Toyota of Hollywood. I just never even knew it was a sponsored
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like with weather, you
Yeah.
see it now.
Yeah.
There's that Jacoby and Myers,
Mhm.
like full
And
screen.
the Let's Go places like Toyota, that's where it's really on.
C'est ça. Okay.
Yeah.
No kidding.
This is CBS LA at 4.
We have an update here at 4 to a crash that left an Inglewood man working the World Cup at SoFi Stadium dead.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. And Mike, this afternoon we're finally hearing from the Inglewood Police Department.
Yeah, you know, one in Amy, our Joy Benedict did this story on Friday, and we had repeatedly asked the Inglewood Police Department for information related to the crash. And this afternoon, we finally got that from them. I want to show you some video, though, first. This happened in Inglewood. This was during the World Cup. Aaron Avery, a man in his 20s, was working security for a third-party company called CSC at SoFi Stadium. He was walking home, his family tells us. He was just a couple of minutes from making it to his destination when a driver struck and killed him. That was one of his family members there that spoke with our Joy Benedict on Friday night. Now, the family had been under the impression that the driver was under the influence at the time of the crash, and today the Inglewood Police Department confirmed that. Now, they have yet to release the name of the suspect. We have asked for that information, but they are confirming that the person showed signs of impairment and was subsequently taken into custody as such. Now, Aaron Avery's medical costs there were online fundraiser to cover them. In addition to that, he was kept on life support so that he could donate his organs, and that happened on Saturday. His family said that they wanted and he wanted to give the gift of life to others in his sad and untimely death. And tonight we know the Inglewood Police Department says that the person that hit him, is accused of hitting him, I should say, they believe was under the influence at the time of that crash.
Vice President J.D. Vance is on his way back from Switzerland after 18 hours of negotiations. He says progress has been made in laying groundwork for a final deal, but does acknowledge there's still a long way to go. The Vice President says Iran has agreed to allow nuclear inspectors and establish a dedicated line of communication to avoid incidents and miscommunications over the Strait of Hormuz. The two sides say there are also new efforts to de-escalate continued tensions in Lebanon between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah.
This is the laying of foundation for what could be a truly transformed Middle East. But we haven't built a house yet. We're going to have to keep on building, and that's what we'll do.
The Treasury Secretary says restrictions are also being lifted to temporarily allow the sale of Iranian oil.
Oh, comedian Carlos Mencia is out of jail tonight. Just in, our cameras caught him leaving the courthouse. He had no comment as he got into a waiting vehicle. Mencia was arrested last week for allegedly failing to report nearly $9 million in personal and corporate income. He pleaded not guilty to a dozen felony tax-related counts in bond, which the judge reduced from $250,000 after the hearing. Mencia's attorney accused the district attorney's office of trying to make a splash with last week's announcement and the subsequent arrest at Mencia's Encino home.
A lot of agents with guns showed up at his house with guns pulled, went to get his family thrown in jail without the ability to post a bond. But this all got fixed today.
Mencia's attorney says there's a reason why his client failed to file tax returns, but wouldn't discuss it yet. He added that Mencia does have the money to pay the unpaid taxes, which the DA alleges is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars in state taxes. Mencia is due back in court in August.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is all about the merch, but buyers beware with all the counterfeit items that are out there. Federal agents in Kansas City laid out the counterfeit goods they've seized so far at the soccer tournament. The haul included dozens of fake Adidas and Nike soccer jerseys and several counterfeit team scarves. The city is hosting 6 World Cup matches. The United States will face Turkey in their final group stage match on Thursday at SoFi Stadium.
Jim Hill joining us now with a key injury update for the Stars and Stripes. Jim.
Hello, esteemed colleague.
There's definitely a belief we have, a bit on them. And I feel like I said before, there's up to maybe 15, 20 guys who would put their life on the line, for a win, for a result, to block a goal. And when you have that sort of mentality, I feel like you're always going to give yourself the best chance. That's rare, to be honest.
I drive through there every day, and I don't recall seeing anything. I wasn't really looking for it though, but I don't remember seeing anything that I was sufficiently able to find it from that area. And I'll take another look when I pop up.
Hey. Yeah. I don't have to.
It's cool. I mean, I get to compete alongside with the other sports. We all do unite together, try and take home the trophy at the end of the week.
You are heading into your 19th X Games.
Yeah.
Is that hard to believe?
Yeah. I mean, it honestly still feels like my first one. Every time I get nervous and I'm all still starstruck by the other people I see there. So.
Step on toes. Okay, so I'm good to go with what I've got.
All right, Jim, thanks so much. Well, swooping
The
in with
food.
love
Oh,
today.
let me look into it. Bye-bye.
Plus, beware of doom shopping, how to avoid the dangerous habit that can really mess with your budget as you try to make ends meet.
And join us this Wednesday for our next Coffee with CBS LA event. We'll be at Cafe Lux on Washington Boulevard in Culver City starting at 7 a.m. Coffee is on us, so come by, say hello, and tell us what's on your mind.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Well, in the city of Orange, firefighters don't just put out flames, they are also involved in rebuilds. New photos show the aftermath of a driver crashing into a restaurant Sunday morning. Firefighters, after making sure no one was hurt, got to work stabilizing the strip mall structure and building a temporary entrance for the restaurant so they could stay working, you know?
Well, Amy, it's the perfect storm of savings as major retailers offer deep discounts this week. Amazon moved its Prime Day from its usual July slot to this week. Competitors followed suit, Walmart, Best Buy, and Target, offering deals starting today, and Kohl's is kicking it in tomorrow. Consumers are expected to shell out more than $26 billion this week alone in online shopping. That's a predicted 9% increase from last year.
June is a really good opportunity to get some swimwear, some summer clothes, to take advantage of inventory that didn't sell during Father's Day. What I don't want you to do is go for a grill or patio furniture. Wait until early fall because that's when the season ends.
The experts say the best savings, comparison shop, and stack discounts. And remember the golden rule of shopping: don't buy what you don't need. We are helping you make ends meet because we all know things are pricey nowadays.
Yes, and a lot of people are looking for ways to save, but at the same time, they may find themselves spending to, boost their spirits. So imagine this, you're scrolling on your phone and then you find yourself adding to your cart. Well, experts call that doom shopping. It's the habit of mindlessly scrolling online and making impulse purchases that are not necessarily planned or even needed. Experts say some people may turn to it, because they're stressed or overwhelmed or just plain out bored. But they say it's important to remember that it's just a short-term emotional boost, and it's still best to avoid instant purchases.
I really think the best advice is to, if you see something you love, it's not in your budget, just wait. Put it in the cart, hold off, you'll get notifications, you'll even get notifications when it goes on sale.
Well, experts also suggest you create a shopping list, like a grocery list, before you start looking to buy things online. It'll keep you focused and prevent you from clicking your way into debt.
Great ideas. Gardening isn't just good for the environment, it's sprouting new thoughts. How it's boosting memory one plant at a time.
Plus, full circle at the salon, a local breast cancer survivor paying it forward and providing hope to other patients with the help of her son.
On the first week of summer, Mother Nature bringing you to Southern California. Supervisors is going to be beginning tomorrow. Temperatures in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and Monday maybe.
Hey Marco, FO1 has me in the rundown, but Amy on the script. Does oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, let me in. A drone moves in and disarms an armed suspect. This happened in Sacramento. A known felon and parolee at large is barricaded inside a home. SWAT had the place surrounded. The drone was then launched to go inside. Drone pilot saw the suspect hiding in the corner of the garage and he was holding a knife. The drone pilot attached a powerful magnet to the drone and was able to safely snatch the knife from the suspect's hand before deputies.
Well, a local mom was enjoying her pregnancy when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was a tough battle fighting the disease with a newborn baby. She lost her hair and was gifted a wig, and now, with the help of her son, she's paying it forward to help give hope to other patients.
Leo, you want to come out and see up here? Come on up here. A boy's first haircut. All right, sir. Are you ready? It's like a rite of passage. We're going to divide your hair into little sections with little ponytails.
Robert Wayne Ross of Bill and Keith Salon knows these ponytails are crucial.
All right. This is going to be our first cut. We're going to put your back for you so you don't lose them, okay?
He was sweet. I thought he was going to cry when he first saw her cut.
The special day drawing a crowd of family members with Mom watching closely.
That made me feel really good that I'm doing something in my time.
Leo is donating these special ponytails for low-income people who need wigs due to illness or cancer.
Oh, that's great.
Cute haircut, right?
Yeah.
Looks good, huh? It's always been the plan that Leo would cut his hair when he was 5 years old, growing these special locks for the organization Hair We Share.
How many do you have?
I just want feeling about that, and I just decided I wanted to donate Leo's hair in return as a thank you. This is the wife that I got.
Wonderful.
I love it.
Lily started her cancer treatment when Leah was just 5 days old, losing all of her hair. And she admits the wig made all the difference.
It was so helpful, and it just boosted my self-esteem. And it feels so good when I have it on, because it makes me feel like my old self.
Which is exactly what Here We Share wants for the people who wear their wigs.
We use the best materials. We use skilled workers to make the wigs. The hairs are hand tied, sewn in one by one. We create high-end, high-quality wigs that retail up to $4,000.
Which is why they not only need hair donations, but monetary donations as well.
We believe that that level of quality should be available to everyone, so they can look and they can feel beautiful and they can feel like themselves. Yes, style, bro.
While Leo celebrates his 5th birthday, he is getting the gift this year. Such a cutie. Now, if you would like to make a donation, we have put a link to Here We Share on our website. Just go to cbsla.com/scene.
Love his new haircut, Amy. Also, some lucky kids in Pasadena have something new to read. The Read LA Bookmobile paying a visit to Madison Elementary School this morning. The group Families in School launched a campaign to get free books into the hands of students. The hope is to improve children's literacy across LA County. The initiative was inspired by a San Diego couple who donated their van after using it to distribute books after the Eaton fire.
When I received the email about story time, I knew I wanted to participate as a volunteer because I understand as an educator and administrator, especially working with our neurodivergent community, how important it is for our children to be engaged in literacy.
Books were donated by the group Scholastic in hopes that children will begin to build home libraries.
Well, no emergency is too small for the Placentia Fire Department. Check out this sewer drain rescue from over the weekend. A neighbor called 911 after spotting several ducklings that had fallen into a storm drain. Mom supervising while fire crews got all those ducklings out.
Hey.
Poor Mom's feathery little family is reunited in their way.
Oh, I didn't even look at it. Let's see. Yes. Washington? No, not Washington. There was a 2024 fire at this same facility. Yeah, there is. They have another facility in Washington that also had a fire. Yeah, I'm skeptical to connect them, especially knowing that this is right, yeah. Yeah. Right.
All right, brace yourself for warmer weather on the way as things begin to heat up. It is the first full day of summer, you know?
Indeed it is, Amy. And meanwhile, just Alex Biston tracking the temps on the horizon in next weather. Alex?
Amy and more. We're starting to feel that warm up today, and those temperatures will continue to climb as we move into the next few days. That change vibration that starts tomorrow. I want to bring up our temperatures as we head into tomorrow to show you by degree by microclimate what we are working with, right? So if you're closer to the water, temperatures will generally still hover in the 70s this week. As we go inland, temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s.
Did you guys smell that smoke at your house?
I did.
Yesterday morning, it was, the neighbor tried me and it was very hazy. And we were like, I was in the house. In fact, I texted Rachel when she was on the air. She said it was all in the studio.
Temperatures will hover in the upper 90s across Lake Elsinore and San Bernardino.
You think the wind shifted?
Yeah, because
It was just like a slow cloud. Yeah.
Sunday morning I could smell it at my house.
See, that's what
Yeah.
I did in, Ventura County.
Yeah, yeah.
That will bring us a slight chance of showers, but typical focus over our
And it's still burning, right?
Yep.
It's not over yet.
Hey, Jason, I got you.
afternoon and into Wednesday as well. So that is something that we need to continue to watch. About a 5 to 15% chance, but again, something we will keep our eye on as we go into tomorrow and into Wednesday as well. We do want to take a minute to talk a little bit about that air quality alert that has been extended through tomorrow across the LA region. This is all from the
Matt,
low
the mic
CVS.
wire is showing. brain benefits of gardening, encouraging those with a green thumb to stop and smell the flowers.
Okay, guys. No prompter?
It just ended.
I didn't have this one because I was already switching it out for you.
Oh, sure.
Is it still bad?
Yep, it's still bad.
I've had that.
Yep.
You finished strong. No one knew the difference.
Right.
I just looked over to see what the last professional.
Well, no, just like.
Bye, YouTube.